And then I'm also going to select all of my text, which I think I've got. I've missed out on the T, and apply the silver color. Now if we do a quick render, we'll see where we're at with that. It looks to me like, if I can just go to a perspective view and zoom in here a little more, I just want to make sure that that reflection is actually working. And what we should be getting is red. Yep, we're getting the red reflecting. So that means we're getting that the reflection map, the background map, is reflecting, which is giving us a nice metallic sort of feel, but it's also reflecting on itself using the ray trace side of things as well, which is great. So next thing I want to do is implement a bit of a set. So I'm just going to copy this silver material over to here, and we're just going to call this BG, and I'm going to take a bit of that blue out of it, desaturate, and then just make it sort of an off-white. Go okay. Going to come down to here, but instead of, I'm not going to use this background map, so I'm just going to clear that out and just use environment. And I'm also going to wind down that reflection to about 7 is going to do us. And this is going to go on the floor and the wall, so I'll just minimize this for a second and go to a top view. What I want to do is create a plane, and fairly big one. That's probably going to do us. And then if I right click, if in move mode, I can right click on all these to center it up. And just in the modify tab, I want to give it heaps of segments. Let's make it say 80 by 80 and see how we go with that. So 80 by 80, that's fairly dense. I'll hide the grid for a second. And then if I go to a left view, I can apply a bend, and I just want to put it in the Y and put it 90 degrees in the Y, and you'll see that that's the bend that we get. But I only want it to bend at one end, not at the other. So if I limit the effect and then start winding up this upper amount to probably about there, and then wind the angle down to a pure 90 degrees, this is what you actually get. Now, this amount is the tightness of the bend. So that's probably going to do it. And if I pull that ground plane away from our text a little bit, go back to our camera view, you'll see that we get this nice bent wall effect. Now, it is a bit jerky. You're going to get some hard lines through there. So what I might do, well, I'll put a mesh smooth on it in a moment. But before I do, I'm just going to go to a top view. I'm going to put a second bend on it, and put this